Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another episode of WiliestSoup Space Engineer Survival. This is episode 4 of Season 2. I am excited to be here, and hopefully you are too. Oh my goodness, am I excited to be here. I'm low on energy, and I need other resources as well. I probably should check my hydrogen and oxygen bottles, see if they're doing good. Might need to replace those as well. But anyways, things have been going great. So I am starting the recording process for the vacation. So for those of you that don't know, I'm going on vacation in a week from tomorrow. So I will not be recording new episodes, but I will record the episodes. Like, take for instance, I'm going to be recording 2 episodes today, and then I'll record 2 episodes on Monday, and those 2 episodes should be able to cover for the week that I'm gone. Those 2 extra episodes should cover for the week that I'm gone, so that way you guys can still have content and be able to see good stuff still, which hopefully will work out for you guys. So on my videos, it's gonna say that it was recorded not today, so that's a good thing. I need to finish up these reactors. But yeah, so one thing that I was actually really kind of looking forward to was actually getting this taken care of with you guys. Was talking about all of these different things that I'm going to be doing. So that's not with just Space Engineers, that's with all of my videos. All of my videos are going to be recorded, pre-recorded. Where is all my stuff? Did it move? Boss! It's all the way down here. Okay. Let's go, well, let's not do that. Let's take 400 of those, 100 of those, like 20 of those, 20 of those, and 40 of those. Let's see if that does it. I know I need reactor components, but I can't carry a lot of those, so I gotta pick and choose. You guys know what I mean. Ooh, look at that. I was off on quite a few things. But I had a good idea, right? That's all that matters. Oh, I was off on a lot of things. My bad. Apparently I needed a lot more large steel tubes. But I got the other stuff correct, so that's always a bonus. So I need construction component, large steel tube, computers. Okay, we could do that. Ah! Don't mind me just flying it upside down. That actually makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, that actually makes me really uncomfortable. Flying upside down places. Come on. Damn, it's so far down there. Okay, so we need at least 50 of you. A couple hundred of you. And a couple hundred of you, and then we'll take whatever we can as full as you. Okay. Yep. Reactor components was not as efficient, so that's fine. Oh, I should have totally put all those components on this. Balls. I didn't have any interior plates anyways, so it's fine. But yeah, so I don't know if I guys have talked to you guys about, but you guys may not know this, but space, to me, like, it's all fun and games to play on a video game, and I mean, a lot of people will say this, but no, genuinely, as a kid, I had nightmares of space. I had nightmares of being stuck in space. I don't know what it was, but I must have watched something as a kid that freaked the shit out of me. I was playing, oh, what was that game called? It's super old, and you guys may know it, you may not. Oh, why can't I think of the name? Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's a part where the little character gets thrown out into space. Freaked me out. Like, I started crying. I was 10 too, which is really sad. But it freaked me out. Like, you know, but the thing is I got really immersed in those video games, and it's kind of hard to take yourself away from that kind of stuff, you know? Well, it's not. I'm just a wuss. But yeah, so I actually started freaking out. I was like, well, I'm gonna die in like real life. I actually thought I was going to die. And It was just awful. It was all kinds of awful. And I remember as a kid thinking, like, having nightmares, talking with my parents about my nightmares of going into space and getting stuck there and just dying in my spacesuit. And then I realized being in a spacesuit would be bad, and just all kinds of that jazz. It was not fun to think about. Let's see, we need small steel tubes, motors. I think that's actually it, right? I don't need any computers. I'll just grab some anyways because they're light. Yeah, I totally think that's all, because I've been playing this a lot lately. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be starting an additional series to this Space Engineer Survival. I'm going to be doing another one, and this time it's going to be kind of a joint survival. And hopefully you guys, he's a newbie. He hasn't played games on YouTube yet, so he's never done it. So, and he'll be starting out his first channel, so it'll be exciting, and hopefully he'll have a good time, and hopefully you guys will be nice. I know you guys will be nice. At least you better be, if you're smart. Mainly because it's just not nice to be not nice. Anybody catch that? No one? Alright. What happened? No, I do not want to commit suicide. Okay. Yeah. I love it when I grab enough parts for stuff. It's the best. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's put in the oxygen generators and the oxygen tanks. And yeah, that should work. So I would be starting a Facebook page and a Twitter account and a Instagram account, even though I don't know a damn thing about Instagram or Twitter. I know very little about Facebook because I have a Facebook, but last time I went on it was 2011, so been a while. No, that's not true. That's not true. I went on it about 3 years ago. Yeah, I announced I got married on it. So that's about it. What do I need? I need steel plates. I need large steel tube, motors, computers, small tubes. Am I out? Oh, that's right. That would definitely do it. 30, 40. Construction components, definitely. Actually, probably more of that. And then the rest in steel plates. Rest in you. And for real? That's it? Okay. Let's see if that does the trick. Doubt it, but whatever. Let's see here. And oxygen is down here. Generator and tank. Woo! So yeah, as a kid, I was mortally terrified of space. And you know what? Rightfully so, honestly. Because space is scary shit. I don't care who you are. It's scary shit. I was talking to one of my good friends who is training to become an astronaut. I'm not going to give you any names. Mainly because it's just to protect his privacy, because he deserves that. But he was talking to me and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna actually go and do the centrifuge this week. And I don't do well with that. No, don't do that with that at all. There's just lots of things that freak me out. Yeah, I did need small tubes. Nice. But I don't need any of that stuff, so all I need is computer, small steel tubes, large steel tubes, and that's it, right? Woo! Oh, crap. Balls. You know, speaking of astronauts, I could never be an astronaut because I have an incredibly ridiculous fear of space. It is awful. I mean, honestly, I remember, gosh, I was like, what, 6, 7 years old? And I'm driving down the road. I'm laying down, and my dad just slightly moves the vehicle. Not even swerves. Doesn't even swerve. Freaks the shit out of me. I remember I was sitting there. I started crying. I cried a lot as a kid, if you guys couldn't figure that out. But I started crying, and as I'm sitting there crying, my mom's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "It's the sky. It's so scary." It's such an, oh man, just, my dad about lost his shit. He was just like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "You little pussy." It was, yeah, I'm like, word for word, that's exactly what he said. But it's to this day it's funny, but back then as a kid it was pretty traumatizing. But anyways, yeah, definitely one of my biggest fears. Also deathly afraid of the water. That's why I can never, if somebody asked me, "Hey, would you play some Nautica?" Nope, not gonna do it. Can't do it. Not to mention the fact that there's scary things down there. Like, there's super scary things down there. Why would you want me to do that? Why do you want me to be oh, that just sounds awful. But yeah, it, why is that assembler doing things? What? Interesting. Okay, I did not mean for that to happen. What happened here? What's going on? We got that. Let's come down here. Why is it got my stuff all the way down at the bottom? That makes no sense. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, so when I was a kid, though, I was super into rockets, obviously. And I would get those little model rocket kits, you know, for Walmart, and get the little rocket engines. And I started getting super into it. Let's see, what was I doing? I was going to be making the cabin. That's right. Now that it's produced at least a little bit of oxygen and hydrogen. So probably should do that pretty soon. What do I need? This. I need you. Like that and like that. Okay, so now that I know which direction is down, oh, I need to do this too. Dang. Yeah, that's pretty intense there, apparently. So, as I was talking about as I was talking about launching rockets as a kid, we did a project in science class about doing bottle rockets, and then we eventually worked to model rockets, and then we actually worked on kerosene rockets, which was cool. That was back when I was in high school, and I was taking AP Science, which is basically like a college class. And we were learning about chemistry and rocket fuel, and how hydrogen peroxide literally is just a diluted form of rocket fuel. It's some powerful stuff. So as a kid, I remember learning about all of this, and then I was just like, that's crazy. And then when I was, see, that was before, okay, so I had just gone to the Kennedy Space Center the summer before, and then I went to high school. As I was at the Kennedy Space Center, they actually had us, it was really cool because we did like this really amazing, I couldn't even explain it to you now, maybe because I can't believe they allowed us to do this, but they let us light rocket fuel on fire. Like, it was like a teaspoon of pure rocket fuel. So, because most hydrogen peroxide that you have in your house, so like the stuff that's used for medical, as a medical disinfectant, it's super watered down. It's like 1%, which doesn't do a whole lot. But when you light pure rocket fuel on fire in an oxygenated environment, shit happens. Like, that stuff lights up quick. I was super impressed with how fast it lit on fire. But yeah, anyways, so as I was talking about, when I was a kid, we were working on kerosene rockets, and I was actually the one that was put in charge of the combustion chamber and all that kind of stuff. It was cool, We learned stuff in Metal Shop, how to actually create rockets, rocket flumes and such like that, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun as a kid. But today they just don't do that anymore, mainly because they took away Metal Shop because it was too many kids were getting hurt. Which, whatever, when I was a kid they had me sign a paper saying if you get hurt, it's your own damn fault. And I was perfectly okay with that, because guess what? If I did get hurt, it was my own damn fault. So I never had a problem with that, but apparently some other kids were just dumbasses and didn't know what the hell they were doing, which is often, I might add. But that's just me complaining about this generation and my generation and how stupid everybody is. Anyways, but yeah, so in May, I'm going to be going to the Museum of Flight. So if anybody wants to see footage of that, leave a comment in the comment section down below, because I definitely would love to record it and show you guys some fun stuff with that. So and it's like the latter part of May. And the reason why I'm going is because the Museum of Flight up in Seattle is going to be having all of the Apollo exhibit open. They just got a bunch of let's see, they got the I'm looking it up right now, give me a second. They got the F1 engines, so not the engines that are used in the F1 fighter jet, but actual engines that were used on the Saturn V rocket. And these engines are the ones that were recovered from the ocean. So that's pretty badass, and I'm actually super excited to learn about that. And so they're going to have that. They're going to have also the moon rover that they used for testing on Earth. Obviously don't have the moon rover that was on the moon because, you know, how did they get it back, for one? Anyways, and then they're going to have a bunch of guest talkers there. They're going to have apparently Buzz Aldrin and a bunch of cool people there. So we're going to go. I usually don't go to these kinds of things, but because it's space and it's that kind of stuff, I am all kinds of excited. So hopefully you guys will appreciate that. I'm going to be doing that next May 28th. I got to check my calendar on that. But you guys can expect that to be up anytime soon. So, not anytime soon, sorry. You guys can expect that to be up sometime soon after it's been all recorded and such. But yeah, so this is probably going to be the end of the episode here. I really appreciate you guys coming out. It may be a little short, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be short. It just kind of happened that way. But anyways, I'm super excited to continue this series. I'm really excited that a lot of you like this series. Thank you so much. It really helps me out to know that my work is, you know, actually enjoyable for some people. Which is interesting enough, because I am definitely one of those people that needs to like have instant gratification. You know what I mean? So like seeing results to your work pretty quickly, which YouTube is not that way, like not even a little bit that way. So I really appreciate your guys' support. I really appreciate how everybody's been super nice and super supportive. So thank you guys. This one's dedicated to you guys and the fans. So my message for the video today is really quite simple. If there's somebody that you're thinking about, so think about your head. If there's someone that pops in your head right now, either text him, call him, or, you know, write him a letter. I write letters to a lot of my other family. I write a letter to my aunts and uncles, write letters, multiple, not just one, like just one giant letter to all my family members. Hey, you, how are you doing? Like, you know, sorry. Anyways, but if there's somebody that pops up into your head and you're like, hey, I should call that person, or write that person a letter or anything like that, do it. It helps them out. Maybe you'll help them through something. Maybe they're struggling with something that you don't know about, and you writing them that letter is kind of like the saving grace that they needed. So it really helps. I mean, it's happened to me. I've been really down on the rocks and such, and somebody called me when life was getting pretty down on me, and I won't say they saved my life, but they definitely did help. So anyways, guys, this is the end of the episode. I will see you guys in the next one, which will be on Monday, and that episode will be pre-recorded, so I apologize for that. But I will see you guys on Monday, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a good one. Bye.